following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department. Game is Coshocton at Ridgewood. Here's Steve Corey's.
And thank you very much, Ellen. And we are at Ridgewood, and home of the Generals, and in their brand new, spanking new baseball park here. Really looks good. We'll be back with Coach's Corner. And in the pregame, this is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Ready to take the next step towards a rewarding career in law enforcement? Look no further than Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Law Enforcement Training Academy. Our program is designed to prepare you for the challenges of the force, providing comprehensive training aligned with the state-mandated curriculum. Upon successful completion, you'll be a certified peace officer ready to serve your community as a deputy, marshal, or police officer. Classes start in August, but pre-physical fitness testing is underway now. Reserve your spot today by calling 330-339-2288.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Ensley Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Ensley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
Guest on Coach's Corner. My first guest on Coach's Corner is going to be Chad Laney, the head coach of the Ridgewood Generals. Generals come in with a record of 5-3, Coach. And, we talked early in the season, you were kind of interested to see how things would go early on. I think your veteran players must be stepping up because it seems like you're playing pretty decent baseball.
Yeah, so we got off to a start there against Zanesville. Picked up a win a couple Saturdays ago, 6-0. Took us into that league week with Indian Valley and took 2-1 to Chin there. Our kids' credit, they didn't give up. It's a long season. They bounced back, and we've had games for the past 3 days, and today's our fourth in a row. We kind of got on a little bit of a winning streak, so it's nice to see because I do think that the experience starts to show through, and our older kids are doing a good job of leading.
That's one thing, you just mentioned you played. This will be your fourth game in a row, and, generally, especially in the spring, you don't get 4 games in a row, usually due to weather. But now, does this mess you up from a pitching standpoint, or does it give you opportunity to see people that maybe normally you wouldn't get a chance to see?
No, we're okay with playing as many nights in the week as we can. Obviously, an off night is good, but we've got a team full of 15 guys that dress varsity for us, and we feel really comfortable with putting them in. When you play as many games as you do in a row, it also gives you an opportunity to see arms. And the reality is, if we didn't trust the guy we're putting on the mound, we wouldn't put him out there. So we are we're pretty confident with the guys that we have. We're not gas throwers, we're contact pitchers. So we got to make sure our defense plays behind them. But anyone we get a chance to put out there, we know they're capable of doing it. And it's just nice because it gives guys some opportunities. This
is kind of a little bit, just while you're talking about that, it just kind of hit me, and I'm kind of intrigued. When since it's been such a difference with the new field here and everything, the balls are pretty solid. Has it helped, hurt, been unusual playing on this field versus what you've done in the past?
So there's so many fields now that we play on that have went artificial, whether it's infield only or whether it's infield outfield. So we've been on that surface the past couple years. What does make it difficult is when you transition from turf, and then you go play in a natural field like we did last night. You don't know how it's going to react. But we've been pretty fortunate with that. But the kids have played on it well enough for the past several years that they kind of know. Obviously, it makes it a little easier for the infielder. You know what the hop you're going to get. But it does make it difficult for the outfield because a ball in the gap on a natural surface, you can cut off. A ball in the gap on a artificial surface and you don't take the right angle, it's getting to the fence, and that can turn into extra bases. But our kids have done a great job of adapting to it, and we're happy with it.
All right, offensively, has it been kind of what you've expected? I've noticed you put some runs on the board this season. Talk a little bit about that.
Kind of an anomaly from years past. I think offensively we've been better than what we have in years past, but I think that's a lot because of the experience of the guys that we have. They've been at this level for 3 and some 4 years, so they know what to expect. I think we've had pretty good plate approaches. I think we're patient for the most part. We see some pitches, take walks, get hit by pitches. The thing that we're still struggling with is when we get guys in scoring positions coming up with that big hit to score runs. I know the other night at Garraway, I think we left 12 on base, and several of those were in scoring positions. So we've got to do a better job with that, just putting a ball in play, making them get us out, as opposed to giving them free outs by strikeout.
All right, rivalry game here today. Who will you send to the bump?
We're going to send Nathan Lynch out. He's one of our guys that coming in. His role was going to be to throw innings for us. And we kind of have the discussion at the beginning of the season of what roles are for certain kids. Nathan's done a great job of accepting that role. When he gets his opportunity to come up here, he knows what his job's to do. So we feel comfortable throwing him out there. He's a junior. He's been in the program for 3 years. Came out last week against Newcomerstown, did a great job through 5 innings for us. So we're eager to see what he does. Could be some bumps in the road, but he's strong enough to overcome it, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, appreciate your time and good luck.
All right, thanks, dude.
All right, we'll be back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
The Inslee Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Inslee. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Inslee Agency at 622-1111.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Inslee Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to insleeagency.com.
Bradford Financial Group, they strive to create a personalized financial roadmap that may guide you towards your desired destination. Bradford Financial Group seeks to simplify the complex financial terms and investment options, offering honest advice and help you navigate the complexities of investing and financial strategies. From retirement planning, investment, estate planning, to insurance needs, Bradford Financial Group is there for you to provide wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Bradford Financial Group is proud to help sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Give them a call today at 622-3347 or stop by 636 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
McWayne Ductile is proud of all students in their academic pursuits. Whether through sports, the arts, or in the classroom, it's important for students to be challenged and to achieve success as they gain real-life experiences. Students who learn the value of goal setting and working with others will be more prepared for their next chapter in life. McWayne Ductile is pleased to be part of this community and is proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month. Plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
In our community, buying local isn't a choice, it's a way of life. At Jeff Drennan Dealerships, we're proud to be your local choice for all your automotive needs. For over 2 decades, we have been a proud supporter of everything Coshocton. From sales to service, our commitment to our neighborhood shines through in everything we do. Support your community. Buy local at Jeff Drennan Dealerships, because here, you're not just a customer, you're family.
As we get older, planning ahead becomes more important than ever. At Bratton Law, LLC in Coshocton, attorneys Kelly Bratton and Corey Laney help you protect what you've worked hard for. From wills and trusts to Medicaid planning, guardianships, and real estate, their team takes the time to listen and guide you every step of the way. Call 740-202-9557 or visit BrattonLawCoshocton.com. Bratton Law, trusted legal care right here at home.
Hi, I'm John Ainello, proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Ainello Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance, with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Ainello Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Care is closer than you think at Coshocton Regional Medical Center.
I find it really rewarding to work here because I know that the care I provide will directly impact this community.
It gives me a great sense of pride to be able to give back the health care that I got while I was a patient here.
When the people come in, we know them by name, and that means so much to a patient when we can connect with them, and I know that they know they're loved.
Care for our community starts at Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
And Coshocton comes in with a record of 4 wins and 4 losses on the season. Let's first take a look at the starting lineups that we expect to see here. First for Ridgewood, the starting lineups will be, and they'll be in the field first. Leading off and playing left field will be Wyatt Marlatt. The DH today will be Brody Harding. Nathan Lynch will be the pitcher. Hitting third will be Jace McQueen. He's the shortstop. Batting fourth, Caleb Schultz, the first baseman. Logan Reidenbaugh will be in right field and hit fifth. Grayson Schultz will be the second baseman and hit sixth. Mason Kaiser will be down at third base, and he'll hit seventh. And hitting the eighth spot will be Jaden Smolder, the catcher. And number 9 is the center fielder. That is Jack Cabot. So he'll be the starting lineup for Ridgewood. For Coshocton, and they'll hit first here. Leading off for the Redskins and playing shortstop will be Parker Loomis. Champ Haley will bat second in center field. Callan Shaw will pitch and hit third. Dylan Wood will hit fourth and be the first baseman. Cooper George will hit fifth and play third. Clayton Watson, the catcher, will hit sixth. Colton Tidwell will be out in right field, and he'll hit seventh. Jace Kaufman will be the second baseman, hitting eighth. And J.J. Herman will be in left field, and he'll be the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Pitching, as mentioned, for Ridgewood, they'll be starting a freshman. That's Nathan Lynch. For Coshocton, it'll be Callan Shaw on the bump for the Redskins. We'll break away and get right back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Your home for all things local sports is right here at ClaxonSports.com. Catch breaking sports news and exclusive articles, game results, and more. Also check out ClaxonSports.com for stunning photo galleries and in-depth coach and player interviews. Want to watch it live? We've got you covered with links to live streaming games from WTNS and media outlets across the East District. All in one place. ClaxonSports.com. From the first whistle to the final score, ClaxonSports.com. Your all-access pass to local sports.
All right, Bill, we're just about ready to get started. The throw be going down to second base. I do want to apologize for not getting Coach Loomis on. They had some issues that we weren't able to get the broadcast done, so apologies there. But he will be here and managing the Coshocton Redskins. As mentioned, Nathan Lynch will be on the bump for Ridgewood. He's to be the starting pitcher. And for Coshocton, Callan Shaw will be doing the pitching. Shaw comes in with a record of 0-2 on the season. And for Coshocton, their leadoff hitter will be Parker Loomis. Loomis on the season for the Redskins has had a good start to the season, actually, from the left-handed hitter. Comes in with a batting average of 250 as we speak. So we're getting ready to get underway, and here we go. First pitch by Nathan Lynch. And we're underway. First pitch is outside. That'll be ball 1. 1 ball the count. Wind blowing a little bit left to right. 1-0 pitch is swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 outfield, reasonably shallow and playing pretty much straight away. Jackson Cabot may be shading just a little bit towards center field or towards right field. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, finding that outside corner. Loomis, left-handed hitter. One-two pitch, that's outside. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Parker Loomis, the hitter. Pitch, swung on, hit into the hole into left field. That'll be a base hit. So Loomis gets things started for Coshocton as he singles to left field. So first runner aboard, and that will bring up Champ Haley, left-handed hitter as well. Haley hitting .261 on the season. Left-handed hitter. Loomis getting the lead down at first. Lynch checks the runner and delivered. Good curveball. Strike 1 called. 1 strike the count. New stadium or new turf field here at Ridgewood, outstanding. Down at the far field on the softball side, the Ridgewood girls playing a game as well. 1-strike pitch on the way. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. Another off-speed pitch, not able to catch up with it. 0-2 the count. As mentioned, Champ Haley a .261 hitter on the season. First and third, even with the bag. Loomis gets the lead down at first. Pitch swung on. That's a strikeout. So Champ Haley, a strikeout victim for out number one, and that'll bring up Callan Shaw, the pitcher today, right-handed hitter. 211 hitter on the season. Has a double to his credit and has driven in 5. Right-handed hitter. Loomis gets the lead down at first base. Pitch on the way, swung at a bad pitch. Runner goes, and he'll get in safely with a stolen base. So moving into second is Loomis with that steal. So runner now in scoring position with one out here. Callan Shaw, 1 strike the count. Lynch checks and delivers. That's in the dirt. Takes it for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good block by the catcher, Smolder. One and 1 the count. 1 out. Runner at second base for Coshocton just underway. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. Another off-speed pitch. Like a slider that time, moving away and not able to come up with it. 1-2 the count. 1 out. Runner at second base. Leadoff single and a stolen base for Parker Loomis. Pitch on the way, and that's bow back to the screen. Count remains 1-2. Dylan Wood will be waiting on deck. Lynch checks the runner, Loomis at second. Now they throw back behind him, and he does just get back in. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nathan Lynch takes a look at the runner back at second base. Pitch on the way, another curveball in the dirt, and he swung and missed. Now they're going to have to throw down, and they do. It goes a strikeout. So 2 consecutive strikeouts, and that brings up Dylan Wood. So runner's still at second with 2 outs now. Wood, sophomore, first baseman here this afternoon. Right-handed hitter. Nathan Lynch waiting. Pitch. Curveball is going to be down low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. Good crowd spread around here. People down sitting out in chairs down the left field line. Decent crowd in the bleacher area and down the right field line as well. 1 ball the count. Pitch. Ball's hit high in the air towards left field. Running a long run all the way over and makes the catch in foul territory. So Wood is out as he flies to the left fielder. So in the inning, there was no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left. We'll head to the bottom of the first. No score. This is high school baseball on WTNS, Coshocton.
For 5 generations, Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products have been your trusted source for high-quality materials. They specialize in concrete block, landscaping products, clay, natural stone, precast products, and masonry accessories, perfect for your upcoming projects. Whether you're a contractor, homeowner, or material supplier, they're here to help bring your projects to life. Family owned and operated, they're proud to serve you with exceptional service and products. Call them at 740-623-8600. Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products, building better projects one block at a time.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
This April at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Coshocton. The deals are stacked higher than a lifted Ram. Every 2026 Ram truck now comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's confidence you can drive. Bring us your trade and we'll give you an extra $1,000 off your next new vehicle. And when you finance with the dealership, boom, take another $1,000 off your purchase. It's great deals all month long you don't want to miss. Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Otsego Avenue.
All right, we're back and ready to go, and leading off will be Wyatt Marlatt. Marlatt, the leadoff hitter. He's a sophomore. Marlatt comes in with a .333 average on the season. Left-handed Shaw, first pitch is high and tight, ball one. Callan Shaw on the mound for Coshocton. Wyatt Marlatt leading it off. 1-ball pitch. That's right down Broadway. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield basically shallow and just pretty much straight away as well for Marlatt. He'll go to all fields. Pitch on the way again. That stays inside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. No score here from Ridgewood. Shaw delivers, and in the dirt, 3-1. As mentioned, Ridgewood comes in with a record of 5-3 on the season, and Coshocton 4-4. Check and deliver. That's going to hit him. So first runner's aboard on a hit by pitch. So Marlatt aboard, first runner on, and that's going to bring up the DH, Brody Harding. Harding, right-handed hitter, wears number 5. He'll be the DH today. Now runner at first base. Marlatt has good speed. Infield at double play depth. Squares around and bunts through it. Strike 1. 1 strike the count. Making the bunt, Cooper George now even with the bag actually in almost to the cut of the grass down there. Snap throw over to first, and Marlatt dives back in safely. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. They'll throw over again. He's back safely again. Brody Harding standing in. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Good lead at first. They'll throw over, and he has to dive back in this time. Pitch squares again. That's going to be high. Two balls, 1 strike, the count. Checks Marlatt at first, now delivers, squares again, this time just a bit outside as well. Makes now a 3-1 count. So Ridgewood trying to get something started right off the bat here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Has a leadoff runner aboard and a 3-1 count on the number 2 hitter, Brody Harding. Now he'll step back out. Shaw takes a look at the runner. Now squares on. This time he does get the bunt down. Shaw gets over, feels it, throws him out. But the runner, the job is done. The sacrifice good, getting Marlatt down to second base. He was retired pitcher to the first baseman covering. So 1 out in the inning, and that will bring up the number 3 hitter, Jace McQueen. McQueen, the shortstop, comes in hitting .375 on the season. Has a homer and 10 RBIs. Just got an outstanding hitter. Runner getting good lead at second. Shaw delivers. Pitch is swung on and ripped foul down the left field line. Strike 1 the count. 1 strike. One out, runner at second base. We're in the bottom half of inning number 1. Checks the runner. Pitch on the way in the dirt. Nudge shot gets stopped by the catcher. That'll be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first base. No score. We're in the bottom half of inning number 1. Ridgewood and Coshocton here at Ridgewood. Checks the runner. Ball's hit high and deep to left field. Drifting back on runs Herman. He's back at the fence. That's going to carry out. That's going to be a home run for Jace McQueen. He carried it left field line and drives it over. It's now a 2-0 game on McQueen's second home run of the season. So Ridgewood strikes quickly, gets 2 here in the first, and lead it 2-0. Two big runs starting with 1 out on a 2-run homer, and Caleb Schultz will be the hitter. He's the first baseman. Where's number 4? Schultz off to a good start as well, hitting .444 here in the early part of the season. Pitch just misses, ball 1. If you listen to Coach Laney, he said this is one of the, for the start of the season, has been one of his quickest starting hitting teams he's had. He said usually they pick up the paces from the middle on, but with that veteran team, they've been able to attack the strike zone and hit the ball really well here early. Next pitch is a strike, 1-1. 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch on the way, high, 2-1. Caleb Schultz, he's a senior. Has 7 RBIs to his credit, couple doubles. Pitch on the way. That's going to be way outside. 3-1 the count here as Ridgewood's jumped out early. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on base. Pitch on the way. It's going to be high and outside, ball 4. So Schultz gets a walk, and that'll bring up Logan Reidenball, the right fielder, and that's going to send the pitching coach to the mound for conversation. So we'll break away and be back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professionals from Prudential, like Dan Duran and Ryan Froman. Dan and Ryan will assess your needs and help you build a strategy towards a financial future. To get started, call Dan and Ryan today at 740-622-6482. That's 740-622-6482.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Enterprise, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC, and an affiliate of LPL Financial. Financial professionals are licensed insurance agents of Prudential. These financial professionals are permitted to brand under Prudential. LPLE and LPL Financial are not affiliated with Prudential.
All right, meeting at the mound is over, and Logan Reidenball stands in, .280 hitter on the season. First pitch is a little bit high and outside, ball 1. Right now, Shaw having a difficult time finding the strike zone. Pitch is going to be low and outside, 2-0. So Ridgewood with 2 on the board early and looking to add more here in the bottom of the first. Checks and delivers. Ball's hit high in the air. Drifting over into foul territory, but they're going to watch it go out of play. That'll be a foul strike. 2-1 the count. Wind still blowing just a little bit left to right. Reidenball standing in. Schultz getting a lead down at first. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled back into the screen. One thing, the other thing with the new field here at Ridgewood, the foul territory area on behind the plate is a lot larger than it used to be, but in the same token, if you look at down the lines, with the new fence lines, not quite as much, there's not as much room as there was at one time. Pitch in the way is fouled out of play down the right side. Count even at 2-2. .300 feet down both lines. The alleys are 340, and straightaway center field 380 here at Ridgewood. Pitch on the way, swung on, drive to center field. Looking at it as Haley drifts back and makes the catch. That'll be out number 2. Hit it on the nose, but Champ Haley runs it down for the second out. That'll bring up Grayson Schultz. Grayson Schultz, a .440 hitter on the season. Has 1 RBI. He's left-handed hitter. Wears number 10. Lefty versus lefty. So runner down at first with 2 outs now in the bottom of the first inning. Good lead at first. Good curveball called strike 1. 1 strike the count on Schultz. Shaw takes a look at the runner. The pitch on the way. That stays a little tight. 1-1. Curveball really didn't move a whole lot. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Callan Shaw checks the runner at first base. And the pitch. Curveball stays inside. 2-1. That's been the pitch early on that he's had a tough time finding the zone on. Fastball's been working fine. Curveball just kind of hanging a little bit at this stage. 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way. That's going to be outside. 3-1. Mason Kaiser, third baseman, waiting on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first here. Bottom of the first inning. Ridgewood has 2 on the board early on. 3-1 pitch is popped up in the infield, and it's going to drift out of play. So the count remains full, and now 3-2. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on here. 2 runs in for Ridgewood here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Grayson Schultz, the hitter. Delivery, swing, and a miss. Shaw gets a strikeout, and that would retire the side. In the inning, though, Ridgewood gets 2 as beneficiary is a Jace McQueen 2-run homer. They have only 1 hit in the inning. There were no errors and 1 runner left. We'll head to the second inning. Ridgewood out in front 2-0. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month, plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
Ever feel like your checking account expects you to jump through hoops or do a few tricks just to avoid monthly fees? Or worse, tie yourself in knots trying to meet complicated requirements? At Baltic State Bank, we keep things simple. Our checking accounts are straightforward, easy to understand, and completely free of gimmicks. Life is complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. Stop by any of our offices or open an account online at BalticStateBank.com. Member FDIC.
Are you ready to take the next step towards a rewarding career in law enforcement? Look no further than Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Law Enforcement Training Academy. Our program is designed to prepare you for the challenges of the force, providing comprehensive training aligned with the state-mandated curriculum. Upon successful completion, you'll be a certified peace officer ready to serve your community as a deputy, marshal, or police officer. Classes start in August, but pre-physical fitness testing is underway now. Reserve your spot today by calling 330-339-2288.
Leads it off, hits a ball back to the mound. He's going to have to have a quick throw and just does get him. hit it down the line, drive back through. It was deflected by the pitcher Lynch. He managed to recover, get to it, and throw Cooper George out by a fraction for out number 1. So 1 down, that'll bring up the catcher, Clayton Watson. Watson, a right-handed hitter, hitting 125 on the early part of the season. So 1 out here in the top of inning number 2. Pitch. Good pitch on the corner. Strike 1. Nathan Lynch. Out on the bump for Ridgewood. 1 strike pitch to Watson. Ball's hit in the air towards right field and drawing a bead on it and making the catch. That's out number 2. So 3 pitches and 2 outs here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Colton Tidwell. Logan Reidenball, the right fielder, makes the play. So 2 outs for Tidwell. Tidwell, a .250 hitter on the season. Playing right field. 2 outs, top of the second inning. Pitch on the way. A good slider, not able to come up with it. Strike 1. 1 strike the count. 2 outs in the inning. Tidwell waits, and the pitch is on the corner. That's going to be a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second inning, 2-0. Ridgewood out in front. Lynch delivers. Pitch is swing and a miss. Foul tip, held by the catcher. That's strikeout number 3. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, nothing across. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Ridgewood. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Bradford Financial Group, they strive to create a personalized financial roadmap that may guide you towards your desired destination. Bradford Financial Group seeks to simplify the complex financial terms and investment options, offering honest advice and help you navigate the complexities of investing and financial strategies. From retirement planning, investment, estate planning, to insurance needs, Bradford Financial Group is there for you to provide wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Bradford Financial Group is proud to help sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Give them a call today at 622-3347 or stop by 636 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
Wayne Ductwell is proud of all students in their academic pursuits. Whether through sports, the arts, or in the classroom, it's important for students to be challenged and to achieve success as they gain real-life experiences. Students who learn the value of goal setting and working with others will be more prepared for their next chapter in life. McWayne Ductwell is pleased to be part of this community and is proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month. Plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
Bottom half of the second inning, Mason Kaiser, Jaden Smolder, and Jack Cabot will be the hitters for Ridgewood. Callan Shaw, second inning of work. Kaiser comes in hitting .250 on the season, playing third base here this afternoon. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 1. Good fastball, not able to catch up with it, so 1 strike the count. Bottom of the second, Ridgewood put 2 on the board early. That's going to be on the outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the second inning. Callan Shaw delivers. Good pitch. Oh, they're going to say checked his swing. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way. That catches the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even, 2-2. Bottom of the second inning. Two-two delivery. That's way outside. Count full, 3-2. So once again, Shaw's run the count full at 3-2. Mason Kaiser waiting. Full count pitch. Swung on, lined into center field. That's going to get down, a base hit. So the second hit of the ball game, and that's Mason Kaiser aboard. And that will bring up Jaden Smolder. Smolder really only has 5 plate appearances at this stage, doing the catching today. So runner down at first with nobody out. Squares around, gets the bunt down nicely. Shaw comes over and handles it. Throw to first is in time. Nice play by the pitcher, Shaw. Sacrifice is good, though. And the runner moves into second base. So the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Jack Cabot. Cabot off to a fast start, hitting .524 on the season, has 11 hits, 9 singles, a pair of doubles, couple RBIs. So hitting in from the 9 spot. Against the lefty, pitches fouled straight back, strike one. 1 strike the count, 1 out. Ridgewood looking to try to manufacture another run here with the bottom third of the order. Checks and delivers. That's fouled again, right back off the umpire's mask. 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. Runner down at second, Mason Kaiser. He singled to open inning, was sacrificed down to second. Pitch on the way. Ball's hit in the air, looped into right center, coming hard Tidwell. And he lets it fall, and that's going to be a base hit. Throw comes in, and Cabot continues his hot start as he gets his 10th hit of the season, 12th hit of the season. Now runners at the corners with 1 out, and that's top of the order is Wyatt Marlatt. Marlatt was hit by a pitch, scored the first run of the ball game. Came around on that Jace McQueen 2-run blast. So runners at the corners. Pitch is going to be inside, ball 1. Left-handed hitter. Marlatt came in hitting .333 on the season. Pitch, that's going to be just off the outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, but runners at the corners for Ridgewood in the bottom of the second inning. Checks and delivers. That's going to be a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. Callan Shaw checks and delivers. Runner moving. Chopper back to the mound. Let's see if they go. No, he's going to have to go to first, and just in time. Run scores. And a little chopper at the front of the plate. But Shaw was able to get the runner at first for out number 2. But getting in Mason Kaiser manages to score. Makes it now a 3-0 game. And that will bring up Brody Harding. Harding has sacrificed his first trip. So 2 outs now with a runner down at second base. Pitch on the way, just off the outside, ball 1. Harding came in still looking for his first hit on the season. Hitting in the number 2 hole here today. There's a timeout as Shaw steps off. 3-0 the score, bottom of inning number 2. Shaw checks and delivers. That's going to be a called strike. Shaw checks the runner. Good lead at second for Cabot. Pitches on the corner again. Another called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 2 outs in the inning. 1 run in for Ridgewood. They lead it 3-0. Pitch, runner moving outside. Then he's going to get in without a throw. The ball is in the dirt on the outside part of the plate. So moving up to third base will be Jack Cabot. And that will end, count now even at 2-2 on Brody Harding. Pitch on the way. Cole just missed on the outside. Count full, 3-2. Full count, 3-2. 2 outs, runner at third. Pitch. That's going to be a ball high. Ball 4 as he'll draw a walk. So runners now at the corners, and that brings up Jace McQueen. All he did was slam one out of here his first trip to the plate, a 2-run shot. McQueen, outstanding player, 375 hitter in the dirt. Good block by Watson. Runner will move up on the pitch. So runners now at second and third with 2 outs. McQueen standing in. Nothing better to add 2 more here. Shaw checks. Delivers. A little high, 2-0. Jace McQueen, the shortstop for the Generals. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a corner on the corner. That's going to be a strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 aboard. 3-0 our score. Bottom half of inning number 2 from Ridgewood. 2-1 delivery. That's going to be called strike 2. Took something off that one. 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shaw trying to work out of the jam. Pitch swung on, ripped at the shortstop, and it's going to be a base hit. And it gets to the gap. One thing about it, and Coach Laney talked about it, you get that gap, and he can do it, and he wrapped it up the gap, up the alley. And a double for McQueen, and drives in 2 more. Makes it now 5-0 score. Jace McQueen, 4 RBIs in the ball game. Pair of a double and a home run. And it's now a 5-0 score with Caleb Schultz the hitter. McQueen down at second base. Pitch. Outside, ball 1. 5-0 to score here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch. Swung on, hitting the right field. Tidwell coming over and makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So in the inning, Ridgewood puts 3 on the board. They had 1, 2, 3 hits. There were no errors, and 1 runner left. We'll go to the third inning. The score now 5-0 Ridgewood. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
In our community, buying local isn't a choice, it's a way of life. At Jeff Drennan Dealerships, we're proud to be your local. We have been a proud supporter of everything Coshocton. From sales to service, our commitment to our neighborhood shines through in everything we do. Support your community. Buy local at Jeff Drennan Dealerships, because here, you're not just a customer, you're family.
As we get older, planning ahead becomes more important than ever. At Bratton Law, LLC in Coshocton, attorneys Kelly Bratton and Corey Laney help you protect what you've worked hard for. From wills and trusts to Medicaid planning, guardianships, and real estate, their team takes the time to listen and guide you every step of the way. Call 740-202-9557 or visit BrattonLawCoshocton.com. Bratton Law.
Hi, I'm John Ainello, proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Ainello Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Ainello Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Jace Kaufman leads it off here in the top half of inning number 3. First pitch is on the outside corner, called strike one. One strike the count, 5-0. Ridgewood 2 in the first, 3 more in the second. Lead at 5-0 here. Nathan Lynch, one strike pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good slider, not able to catch up with it. 0-2 the count on Kaufman. He's a freshman. He's going to start here at second base today. Pitch, this time it stays outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kaufman, a .250 hitter in the early goings. Only has a few at-bats to his credit. But standing in. Pitch. Ball's hit on the ground to short. McQueen has it on the big hop. Snap throw across. A little high throw, but in time to retire. Kaufman short to first for the first out in the inning. The Warehouse Steak-N-Stein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steak-N-Stein in Roscoe Village. One out, the number 9 hitter, J.J. Herman, comes to the plate. Herman, .250 hitter on the season. Pitch. Popped up foul over our heads, strike 1. Herman, number 9 hitter. Parker Loomis waiting on deck. One strike pitch on the way. It sails over everybody's head for a ball. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way. It's going to be low and outside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lynch. Winds and delivers. Good ball lined into center field. That'll be a base hit for Herman. He's on base. And second hit for Coshocton. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Parker Loomis. So Loomis standing in with a runner at first here. Coshocton down 5-0 here in the top half of inning number 3. Lynch takes a look at Herman. Now he'll throw over, and Herman gets back in safely. 1 ball to count. One-0 pitch. On the way, in the dirt and outside. 1-1 the count. You know, with this, the new field here was in question whether they'd be able to get this thing, get playing games this early here, but they did a great job of getting it down and getting everything done so they can play this season. Pitch is swung and a miss. There's runners going. Herman the throw down, and it's going to be not in time. Herman's in with a stolen base. Second stolen base for Coshocton, so they have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Loomis standing in. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Takes a look at the runner down at second base. Now to the pitch. It's going to be way outside. 2-1 the count. Two balls and a strike with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Lynch checks the runner down at second base. Pitch is swung on, fouled right back into the screen. Count even at 2-2. Two and two on the hitter, Parker Loomis. As mentioned, Loomis led off the game with a base hit.
Takes a look at the runner down at second. 2-2 delivery way outside. Count full now at 3-2. Full count at 3-2 on the Coshocton leadoff hitter, Parker Loomis. Nathan Lynch takes a look at the runner down at second base. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good fastball. Not able to come up with it. Gets a strikeout. Fourth strikeout of the ball game, and that brings up Champ Haley, the center fielder. He was a strikeout victim his first trip to the plate. As mentioned, Haley a .261 hitter on the season. Good power. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Not able to come up with it. 1 strike the count. One strike pitch way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base. 5-0. Ridgewood out in front. Pitch on the way. That's going to be off the dish. 2-1. Callan Shaw waiting on deck. We're in the top half of the third inning. 5-0. Ridgewood with the lead. Checks the runner, and the 2-1. Pitch is fouled out of play. Count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. We're in the top of the third inning. Two-two pitch. Swung on, looped into the shortstop's head in the gap. That'll be a base hit. That'll get a run home. Coming around third's Loomis, and he will score. And Coshocton gets their first run of the game on a base hit by Champ Haley. Makes it now a 5-1 score. J.J. Herman gets around to score the run. Makes it 5-1, and that will bring up Callan Shaw. Shaw was strikeout victim his first trip. Haley, good lead down at first. Throw over, back safely. The runner at first base is Champ Haley. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Big swing, not able to catch up with it. Callan Shaw standing in. Coshocton with 1 run in the inning. Pitch on the way is outside, gets by the catcher, and that's going to move Haley up to second base on the wild pitch. So runner now in scoring position for Coshocton. 2 outs. Callan Shaw, the hitter. One and one the count. Takes a look down at the runner Haley at second base and delivers. Swing and a miss. That curveball took something off. Not able to come up with it. 1-2 the count. That curveball slider has been difficult for Coshocton hitters, at least early on. He takes just enough off of it that they've been out in front most of the afternoon. 1-2 pitch. That's inside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner down at second. 5-1 our score. We're in the top of inning number 3 here from Ridgewood. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That's a strikeout victim. So in the inning, 1 run. There were 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Score now, Ridgewood 5, Coshocton 1. This is high school baseball on WTNS, Coshocton.
Great care is closer than you think at Coshocton Regional Medical Center.
I find it really rewarding to work here because I know that the care I provide will directly impact this community.
It gives me a great sense of pride to be able to give back that health care that I got while I was a patient here.
When the people come in, we know them by name, and that means so much to a patient when we can connect with them, and I know that they know they're loved.
Care for our community starts at Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
Your home for all things local sports is right here at ClaxonSports.com. Catch breaking sports news and exclusive articles, game results, and more. Also check out ClaxonSports.com for stunning photo galleries and in-depth coach and player interviews. Want to watch it live? We've got you covered with links to live streaming games from WTNS and media outlets across the East District. All in one place, ClaxonSports.com. From the first whistle to the final score, ClaxonSports.com. Your all-access pass to local sports.
For 5 generations, Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products have been your trusted source for high-quality materials. They specialize in concrete block, landscaping products, clay, natural stone, precast products, and masonry accessories, perfect for your upcoming projects. Whether you're a contractor, homeowner, or material supplier, they're here to help bring your projects to life. Family owned and operated, they're proud to serve you with exceptional service and products. Call them at 740-623-8600. Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products, building better projects, one block at a time.
Logan Reidenball, Grayson Schultz, and Mason Kaiser for Ridgewood. Want to tell you the Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Reidenball will be leading it off. Plays right field, hit a fly ball to center fielder Champ Haley, his first trip to the plate. 5-1 our score here as we move to the bottom of the third. Callan Shaw on the bump for Coshocton. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be outside, ball 1. 1 ball to count. One 1-0 on Reidenball. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Reidenball in the, as mentioned, a .280 hitter on the season. 2-0 pitch. That's going to be a strike on the corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. 5-1 the score. Ridgewood 2 in the first, 3 more in the second. Pitch swung on, fouled back over our heads. Count even at 2-2. Two and two the count. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled back into the screen. Count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out as we move into the bottom of the third inning. Pitch. Just a little low. Count full, 3-2. Count full at 3-2. Shaw delivers full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Reidenball, strikeout victim. First out of the inning, strikeout number 2 for Shaw. And that'll bring up Grayson Schultz, the second baseman. He was a strikeout victim his first trip to the plate. So one out here in the bottom of the third. Pitch is high, ball one. One ball to count. That's going to be too low. 2-0. Two balls to count on Schultz. That stays high. 3-0. So Grayson Schultz had ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. One out in the inning. Three-zero pitch. That's going to be a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ridgewood started the game, had a hit batter, and then Jace McQueen 2-run shot. And then McQueen drove 2 more home in the second inning with a big double. So he's 2 for 2. Pitch is grounded towards second. Kaufman takes it. Throws to first, out number 2. So 2 down now, and that will bring up Mason Kaiser. Kaiser had a base hit to get things started back in inning number 2. So 2 outs now. Shaw winds and delivers. Ball's hit well to left field. Herman on the run. Can he catch up to it? He can. It's going to be in the gap, and it's going to bounce over for a double. So Mason Kaiser found the gap and got a ground rule double as it bounced over the fence. So Ridgewood now with a runner at second base. Hit number 5 in the ball game for the Generals, and that'll bring up Jaden Smolder. Smolder sacrificed his first time at the plate. So Smolder hitter. Callan Shaw backs off, and they'll go through the signs once again. Kaufman sneaking in behind. Pitch is swung on, hit to right field. Tidwell has a bead on it. Now has to come in, has make a diving catch to make for the out. So in the inning, no runs. There was 1 hit. No errors and 1 runner left. We'll head to the 4th inning. Score remains 5-1. Ridgewood, we'll be back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
This April at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Coshocton, the deals are stacked higher than a lifted Ram. Every 2026 Ram truck now comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's confidence you can drive. Bring us your trade and we'll give you an extra $1,000 off your next new vehicle. And when you finance with the dealership, boom, take another $1,000 off your purchase. It's great deals all month long you don't want to miss. Jeff Drennan, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Otsego Avenue.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professionals from Prudential, like Dan Duran and Ryan Froman. Dan and Ryan will assess your needs and help you build a strategy towards a financial future. To get started, call Dan and Ryan today at 740-622-6482. That's 740-622-6482.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Enterprise, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC, and an affiliate of LPL Financial. Financial professionals are licensed insurance agents of Prudential. These financial professionals are permitted to brand under Prudential. LPLE and LPL Financial are not affiliated with Prudential.
Dylan Wood leads it off here in the top half of inning number 4. First pitch is pulled foul He hit a fly ball and was retired on a fly ball to left field down the left field line in foul territory his first trip to the plate. So he has one strike here as we play in the top of the fourth inning. Nathan Lynch been on the bump for Ridgewood and done a nice job, allowing only one run to this point. That's going to be a slider outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Wood waiting. A pitch on the way. Fastball's fouled down the right side. Now to play. Count now 1-2. One and two the count. Winds and delivers. It swings through it. Strike 3. 1 out in the inning. 6 strikeouts now for Nathan Lynch, and that brings up Cooper George. George grounded back to the mound his first trip to the plate, so 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. Pitch. High and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0 the count. Lynch delivers outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out here in the fourth inning. Pitch, fouled back to the screen, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch on the way. Swung on, hit hard towards second. Takes it on the big hop, throws across, out number 2. George retired, second to first for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Clayton Watson. Watson hit a fly ball to right field his first trip to the plate. So 2 outs in the inning. And Watson will try to get something started here in the fourth for the Redskins. Watson, a freshman catcher. Nathan Lynch delivers. Slider hits the corner, strike 1. 1 strike the count. Winds and delivers. 1 strike hit up the middle. Once again, the pitcher manages to knock it down and throws him out. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, nothing across. We'll head to the bottom of the 4. Still 5-1 Ridgewood. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Ever feel like your checking account expects you to jump through hoops or do a few tricks just to avoid monthly fees? Or worse, tie yourself in knots trying to meet complicated requirements? At Baltic State Bank, we keep things simple. Our checking accounts are straightforward, easy to understand, and completely free of gimmicks. Life is complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. Stop by any of our offices or open an account online at BalticStateBank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Christy from Huebner's Auto Care. Does your vehicle need brakes, shocks, struts, AC work, an oil change, tire rotation, or other mechanical work? If you want honest quality work at reasonable rates, come to Huebner's Auto Care. You can trust our experienced ASC certified technicians to always be upfront with you about what repairs you need or you don't need, and to do those repairs right. For reasonable rates and quality work, it's Huebner's Auto Care, 512 Chestnut Street in Coshocton beside the post office. Call us at 740-622-4587.
Ready to take the next step towards a rewarding career in law enforcement? Look no further than Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Law Enforcement Training Academy. Our program is designed to prepare you for the challenges of the force, providing comprehensive training aligned with the state-mandated curriculum. Upon successful completion, you'll be a certified peace officer ready to serve your community as a deputy, marshal, or police officer. Classes start in August, but pre-physical fitness testing is underway now. Reserve your spot today by calling 330-339-2288.
Moving to the bottom half of the fourth inning, it'll be number 9, 1 and 2 in the order for Ridgewood. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for Famous Warehouse Cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. All right, bottom of the fourth, Jackson Cabot will be the leadoff hitter, had a base hit and scored a run. Cabot off to an outstanding start on the season, hitting over 500 as we speak. So Jackson Cabot, 12 hits on the season, has a pair of doubles, driven in a couple. Left-handed hitter, facing the left-handed pitcher, Callan Shaw. Pitch on the way, attempts to put down a bunt, fouls it back into the screen, strike one. One strike the count. Bottom of the fourth inning. Infield in at third. Jackson Cabot can run. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Curveball not able to catch up with it. 0-2 the count. Cabot, Ridgewood center fielder. 0-2 pitch on the way. Ball's fouled out of play and it remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. 5-1 if you're just joining us. Ridgewood out in front. Beautiful day for baseball here at the Ridgewood's new park. It's not a new park, but a new field. Pitched in the dirt, 1-2. Beautiful turf setup. Down at the far in the other field, the Lady Generals are playing a softball game as well. So a lot of activity here at Ridgewood this afternoon. Shaw's 1-2 pitch inside, count even at 2-2. Once again, that curveball just hanging, staying a little tight. And Clayton Watson is going to come over, and I think he's going to have to get another glove. I think for whatever reason it's. There we go. I think he's got what he wants. Now we're ready to go. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. 5-1 the score. Pitch. Swung on a little popper to see if Shaw can run it down. He does. Managed to get to it. Kind of fisted him a little bit. Shaw diving for it, makes the catch. That's the first out of the inning. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Wyatt Marlatt. Marlatt is 0 for 1 officially. He's hit by a pitch, scored a run, and then grounded first baseman, pitcher covering. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch, curveball, strike 1 called. 1 strike the count. Marlatt standing in. That's going to be in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count here. Pitch. Just a little high, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike the count. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch by Shaw. Ball's ripped into center field. That'll be a base hit for Marlatt. He'll be aboard with 1 out in the inning. That will be hit number 6 for Ridgewood, and that brings up Brody Harding. Harding, the DH, sacrificed back in the first inning, then drew a walk and scored a run in the second. 5-1 the score. Runner at first base, Wyatt Marlatt. One out, quick throw to first, back safely. Harding standing in. Pitch is, I think he got a timeout before the pitch was delivered, so no count. Marlatt with good speed down at first base for Ridgewood. Gets a good lead. Pitch, that's going to be a called strike. One strike the count. Infield double play depth in the middle of the field. Cooper George pretty much even with the bag at third. Throw to first, does get back safely. Kind of looked like he was leaning a little bit, but Shaw snapped the throw over there, drove him back. Shaw delivers. Ball is chopped towards third. Cooper George has it on a big hop. He'll have to go across the diamond. Does. Retires the batter. Harding, third baseman, the first baseman. 5-3 for scoring, and runner moving to second was Wyatt Marlatt. 2 outs now, and that brings up Jace McQueen. All he's done today is hit a home run and a double and driven in 4 of the 5 Ridgewood runs. Outfield deep and a little bit around the left for McQueen. McQueen hitting pretty close to 400 on the season after this 2 for 2 today. That pitch is in the dirt, gets by the catcher, and moving all the way to third will be Marlatt. So it'll be a wild pitch. Runner moving up, and that puts the runner now 90 feet from scoring here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 ball to count on Jace McQueen. Shaw delivers. Just a little high and outside, 2-0. Waiting on deck will be Caleb Schultz. Queen with a little bit of an open stance. 2-0 on the way. Swung on, chopped to third. George has it. He'll have a long throw across the diamond in time to retire the side. Good play by the third baseman. So in the inning, no runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Score remains Ridgewood 5, Coshocton 1. This is high school baseball on WTNS, Coshocton.
Bradford Financial Group, they strive to create a personalized financial roadmap that may guide you towards your desired destination. Bradford Financial Group seeks to simplify the complex financial terms and investment options, offering honest advice and help you navigate the complexities of investing and financial strategies. From retirement planning, investment, estate planning, to insurance needs, Bradford Financial Group is there for you to provide wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Bradford Financial Group is proud to help sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Give them a call today at 622-3347 or stop by 636 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
McWayne Ductile is proud of all students in their academic pursuits. Whether through sports, the arts, or in the classroom, it's important for students to be challenged and to achieve success as they gain real-life experiences. Students who learn the value of goal setting and working with others will be more prepared for their next chapter in life. McWayne Ductile is pleased to be part of this community and is proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month. Plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
Now down the third base line. Tidwell, a strikeout victim, his first trip to the plate. Top of the 5th inning, 5-1, Ridgewood leading. Winds and delivers. Ball's looped into his right center. Cabot coming on. Can't get it. It's going to drop for a base hit. Nice diving effort, but Tidwell's on with a base hit to start inning number 5. So that brings up Jace Kaufman. Kaufman grounded to short his first time. Looks like Coshocton will have a pinch runner. And doing the honors will be Payne Skelton. So Payne Skelton running for Tidwell, as he leads off the inning with a base hit. Hit number 4 for Coshocton. Skelton with a good lead down at first. Lynch checks in the dirt and had stopped by the catcher Smolder. 1 ball the count. 1 ball the count. Runner at first for Coshocton. They try to get something going here in the top half of the 5th inning. Kaufman waiting. Throw to first. Skelton dives back in safely. Good lead down at first. Nathan Lynch checks the runner. 1 ball pitch. Swung on, ripped to left. That's a base hit for Kaufman. Gets down. Now put runners at first and second. Back-to-back hits for Coshocton to get things started here in the 5th inning. So Jace Kaufman delivers a single to left. And now the Redskins have something going with runners at first and second, and J.J. Herman the hitter. Herman had a base hit, scored the lone Coshocton run back in the 3rd inning. First base is in on Herman. Let's see if they try to sacrifice him. Pitch, fastball, called strike. Looked like he was taking all the way. 1 strike the count. J.J. Herman standing in. 260 hitter on the season. Right-handed hitter. Skelton good lead at second. Pitch is on the inside corner. Strike 2. So down in the count now, 0-2. And Smolder will go out and talk to Lynch. And heading down to talk to third base coach Loomis is going to be J.J. Herman. He's down in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Coshocton with 2 aboard here in the top of the 5th inning. And they're going to call balk on Lynch, and that's going to move runners up to second and third. Not sure exactly what he did. Must have been something with his hands on the delivery. So both runners move up on the balk. So now Coshocton has runners in scoring position with nobody out, second and third. J.J. Herman with an 0-2 count. Waiting on the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike, and foul. Now he's going to have to try to throw him out. Not going to be able to do it as a strikeout victim, but Smolder not able to find the ball as it was in the dirt. That's going to load the bases now as a strikeout, which would be credited with a strikeout. But the error will allow the runner to be on first base. So base is now loaded with nobody out. That sends Coach Laney to the mound. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
As we get older, planning ahead becomes more important than ever. At Bratton Law, LLC in Coshocton, attorneys Kelly Bratton and Corey Laney help you protect what you've worked hard for. From wills and trusts to Medicaid planning, guardianships, and real estate, their team takes the time to listen and guide you every step of the way. Call 740-202-9557 or visit BrattonLawCoshocton.com. Bratton Law, trusted legal care right here at home.
The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order the legendary onion rings. It's courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Here's the situation. Bases are loaded for Coshocton. Top of the 5th inning. Nobody out. Ridgewood leads 5-1. Top of the order for Coshocton. That's Parker Loomis. So Loomis try to do some damage here to get back into this game. Nathan Lynch delivers. That's going to be outside. Ball 1. 1 ball to count. 1-0 the count. Throw back, and he's second safely. Lost me. All right, we're back, and it's now a 5-2 game, a wild pitch, and Payne Skelton scored on the wild pitch, makes it 5-2. Runners moved up. It was a walk, actually. It was a walk. Changed that walk for Loomis, and that loads keeps the bases loaded. So it's now 5-2 the score. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss by Haley. So Champ Haley standing in. Champ Haley, the hitter, trying to keep the rally going here. Pitch on the way, swung on, line drive, base hit. That's going to get 1 run home. And they're going to hold up Loomis as the throw comes in. So Champ Haley delivers a base hit and gets the RBI, and it's now a 5-3 game as Coshocton battling back here. Runners at the bases remain loaded. As moving to third was Herman. Second is Loomis, and Champ Haley with the base hit loads the bases, and the score is now 5-3. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss by Callan Shaw. He's been a strikeout victim twice, and he tries to get something going here, keep something going for Coshocton. 5-3 the score. The Redskins have scored 2, still nobody out here in the 5th. Pitch on the way, swinging miss again. That's sliders. Shaw's had a difficult time handling that today. Count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 5-3 the score here. Coshocton with 2 in the inning. Pitch on the way. Once again, this time he fouled it off. Same pitch. Dylan Woods waiting on deck. Started off with a base hit for Tidwell, and then Kaufman had a base hit, and then a strikeout pass ball got Herman on board. And then another walk and another base hit, and that's where we stand. 5-3, nobody out. Pitch, swing and fouled straight back. That time came back with a fastball, and Shaw just gets a piece of it. One strike the count. Two strikes count, excuse me. Callan Shaw waiting, the pitch. Ball is hit down the third base and gets by off his glove. That's going to be a base hit and another run home for Coshocton. So Callan Shaw with an RBI single as a ground ball, the diving play by at third base, not able to come up with it, and scoring was Herman. So Coshocton now has scored 3 in the inning. It's now a 5-4 game. Bases are still loaded with Dylan Wood coming to the plate. And that's going to send Coach Laney back to the hill. So we'll break away and be back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Hi, I'm John Ainello, proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Ainello Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Ainello Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Care is closer than you think at Coshocton Regional Medical Center.
I find it really rewarding to work here because I know that the care I provide will directly impact this community.
It gives me a great sense of pride to be able to give back that health care that I got while I was a patient here.
When the people come in, we know them by name, and that means so much to a patient when we can connect with them, and I know that they know they're loved.
Care for our community starts at Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
Your home for all things local sports is right here at ClaxonSports.com. Catch breaking sports news and exclusive articles, game results, and more. Also check out ClaxonSports.com for stunning photo galleries and in-depth coach and player interviews. Want to watch it live? We've got you covered with links to live streaming games from WTNS and media outlets across the East District. All in one place, ClaxonSports.com. From the first whistle to the final score, ClaxonSports.com. Your all-access pass to local sports.
For 5 generations, Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products have been your trusted source for high-quality materials. They specialize in concrete block, landscaping products, clay, natural stone, precast products, and masonry accessories, perfect for your upcoming projects. Whether you're a contractor, homeowner, or material supplier, they're here to help bring your projects to life. Family owned and operated, they're proud to serve you with exceptional service and products. Call them at 740-623-8600. Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products, building better projects one block at a time.
Mason Kaiser on in relief for Ridgewood. Kaiser, one of their team's top pitchers, and now in relief. Score is now 5-4, 1-run lead for Ridgewood. Kaiser's first pitch called, strike one. Dylan Woods, the hitter. Coshocton's 6 players have come to the plate, all have reached base here. And Wood will try to extend it here against Kaiser. Hard throwing righty, pitch on the way. That's going to be, call that a strike. So 2 strikes to count. Wood questions that a little bit. Mason Kaiser. Roxanne delivers. Kaiser. Roxanne delivers. Kaiser. And Roxanne delivers. And it was fouled down the right field line. And Roxanne delivers. And it was pitch hit hard to second base. Up and both through the second baseman's roll. That's going to get 2 runs home for Coshocton. Throw comes into the infield, so ball hit hard by Dylan Wood. Got through the second baseman for an error, and 2 more runs crossed the plate. Now Coshocton has taken a 6-5 lead. So Coshocton leads 6-5. Still nobody out here in the top half of the 5th inning. Runners now at the corners at first and third as Shaw went all the way to third on the error. And that brings up Cooper George, left-handed hitter. So Coshocton with 5 in the inning lead at 6-5. Checks and delivers. Bunts. Good bunt. Let's see if he can get a run home. Scoops it in. It's going to be safe, and they're going to get it. And now he's going to have to get down. It's going to be waiting there. Now he's going to try to run back. He's going to be tagged out. And that was for Coshocton. That was Colton Mathias. So they do get an out in the inning. But a good bunt laid down. Got Shaw home, but then they've got the pinch runner for Wood caught up between second and third and retired. That goes 2-5 on the put out. So that's the first out of the inning. And Cooper George aboard on the sacrifice fielder's choice. He's out at first, and that brings up Clayton Watson, ninth man to bat. So runner at first base. There's now one out. And 6 runs in for Coshocton, and they lead it 7-5. Pitch. Called strike. Good fastball by Kaiser. Top of the 5th inning has been a big one for the Redskins. Checks the runner at first base. Delivers. Catches a corner. That'll be a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Kaiser checks and delivers. Swing and a miss. That's to be a strikeout. So second out of the inning. And the guy that started it all, Colton Tidwell, will be the hitter. He singled his first time at bat, or his last trip to the plate. It's 1 for 2. Also, Payne Skelton was a pinch runner and came around to score in the inning. So Tidwell, the 10th man to come to the plate here in the 5th inning. Good lead by George. Pitch fastball outside. Colton Tidwell, the right fielder. Throw over, diving back, just getting back was Cooper George. Good lead by George, big lead by George actually. Kaiser looks, pitch, swing, the throw down to second base. In time, they got him, caught him stealing. That play will go as retired as Cooper George, catcher to the second baseman, and that retires the side, but not after Coshocton with a monster inning put 6 runs on the board. They had 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. There were 2 Ridgewood errors. There was nobody left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the 5th. It's now Coshocton 7, Ridgewood 5. This is high school baseball on WTNS, Coshocton.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
This April at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Coshocton, the deals are stacked higher than a lifted Ram. Every 2026 Ram truck now comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's confidence you can drive. Bring us your trade and we'll give you an extra $1,000 off your next new vehicle. And when you finance with the dealership, boom, take another $1,000 off your purchase. It's great deals all month long you don't want to miss. Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Otsego Avenue.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professionals from Prudential, like Dan Duran and Ryan Froman. Dan and Ryan will assess your needs and help you build a strategy towards a financial future. To get started, call Dan and Ryan today at 740-622-6482. That's 740-622-6482.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Enterprise, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC, and an affiliate of LPL Financial. Financial Financial professionals are licensed insurance agents of Prudential. These financial professionals are permitted to brand under Prudential. LPLE and LPL Financial are not affiliated with Prudential.
Caleb Schultz leading off the bottom of the fifth, and he rifles one over the right fielder's head. He's into second. He's going to try to leg it to third. He's going to get in with a triple. So Caleb Schultz hits the ball to the opposite field and lines a triple over Colton Tidwell's head, and it's now Ridgewood looking to bounce right back as he's aboard on third, and that'll bring up Logan Reidenball. Reidenball 0 for 2 was a strikeout victim and also hit a fly ball to center. But the leadoff runner aboard here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 7-5, Coshocton with a 2-run lead. Callan Shaw still on for the Redskins. Pitch is in a called strike at the knees. 1 strike the count. One strike on Logan Reidenball. Reidenball waiting, a pitch on the way. Bouncing ball towards Kaufman. He's going to make the first play, the easy play to first. That retires Reidenball. Second to first for out number 1, but Caleb Schultz comes around to score. Now we have a 7-6 ball game as Ridgewood gets a run here in the bottom half of the inning. And that will bring up Grayson Schultz. He's just been a strikeout victim and grounded to second. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch on the way, just a bit inside. Ball 1 the count. One and 0 the count. 1 out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch on the way. It's going to be outside. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch. That's a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schultz looking at that all the way. Callan Shaw is going 4 1/3 for Coshocton here. Pitch. Inside. Oh, they're going to say it grazed his shirt. That'll be a hit by pitch. So runner aboard with 1 out, and that brings up Mason Kaiser, and he's 2 for 2 today. Kaiser had a base hit, scored a run, then had a double back in the third inning. So he stands in with a runner at first base and 1 out. Pitch. Good pitch, called strike. Took something off. 1 strike the count. Shaw takes a look at the runner. Schultz pitched way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first base. 7-6 to score. Coshocton with a 1-run lead. Pitch in the dirt. Good block by Watson. Comes out. Throw down to second base. Just gets in. So Schultz moves into second. Now Ridgewood with a man in scoring position. Pitch on the way, swung on, chopped right down. Now they got him hang him up now they throw over and they tag him out. So he's out as he got caught in between halfway, between second and third, and Schultz will be retired. It was a good play by Callan Shaw making the play on the mound. So getting on is Mason Kaiser on the fielder's choice. But in the rundown, Schultz is retired. 1-6-4, so 2 outs now. And that brings up Jaden Smolder, catcher. 0 for 1 has a sacrifice. Pitch on the way in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball the count. 2 outs in the inning. Good lead at first. Now they throw over and almost did throw it away. And that's going all the way out, and he's going to get all the way to third base. As the throw comes all the way across, it's cut off by Loomis. So on the pickoff attempt, Kaiser moves all the way to third on the throwing error by the pitcher. So now the runners moved all the way to third with 2 outs. Base hit, be another run for Smolder and the Ridgewood Generals. 7-6 the score. Now I think we're ready to go. Jaden Smolder standing in. Callan Shaw on the mound goes a pitch called strike. Shaw trying to work out of the jam. Smolder trying to tie the ball game for Ridgewood. Fastball is hit in the air to center field. Champ Haley's drawing a beat on it. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. So in the inning, though, Ridgewood gets a run. They had 1 hit. There was an error, and 1 left. We'll head to the 6th inning. It's now 7-6. Coshocton out in front. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Ever feel like your checking account expects you to jump through hoops or do a few tricks just to avoid monthly fees? Or worse, tie yourself in knots trying to meet complicated requirements? At Baltic State Bank, we keep things simple. Our checking accounts are straightforward, easy to understand, and completely free of gimmicks. Life is complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. Stop by any of our offices or open an account online at BalticStateBank.com. Member FDIC.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month, plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Christy from Huebner's Auto Care. Does your vehicle need brakes, shocks, struts, AC work, an oil change, tire rotation, or other mechanical work? If you want honest quality work at reasonable rates, come to Huebner's Auto Care. You can trust our experienced ASC certified technicians to always be upfront with you about what repairs you need or you don't need, and to do those repairs right. For reasonable rates and quality work, it's Huebner's Auto Care, 512 Chestnut Street in Coshocton beside the post office. Call us at 740-622-4587.
Top of the 6th inning for Coshocton. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. Colton Tidwell, Jace Kaufman, and J.J. Herman. Colton Tidwell standing in. He started things in the last inning. And one of my papers just blowing all over the place. So I'll be in the parking lot, as they say. There's a chopper up the middle. Coming up with it is McQueen. He'll have to have a quick throw to first, not in time. And Tidwell's trying to get all the way to second. He's going to have to get down, and he does. So it'll be a throwing error by the shortstop. Tidwell gets on via the error, and he moves to second base on the overthrow. So leadoff runner aboard for Coshocton in the 6th inning, and that'll bring up Jace Kaufman. Kaufman 1 for 2 officially as a base hit and scored a run. He'll stand in. Pitch is low, ball 1. One ball the count. Pitch swung on, chopped foul down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind is open up here at Ridgewood, and a gust of wind came blowing through here, and papers flew everywhere. 1-1 the count. Tidwell down at second base. Pitch. Swung on, ripped to the gap. That's a base hit. Gets down. Tidwell will go to third as Kaufman rips a solid single to left center field. And Coshocton now has runners at the corners at first and third. Hit number for Coshocton, hit number 8, and they have runners at the corners, and J.J. Herman is 1 for 2 officially, but got on the error with the pass ball back in the 6th inning and was one of the runners that scored for Coshocton. First and third with nobody out. Standing in is Herman, takes a pitch on the corner, strike one. 1 strike the count. Mason Kaiser on in relief. Checks the runner and the pitch. Fastball bounced right back in. He looks one runner back, throws to first, got the runner at first. Kaufman moved into second. So Herman is retired. Pitcher to the first baseman covering for out number 1. And that'll bring the top of the order, Parker Loomis. Loomis in the ball game, 1 for 2 officially, has scored a run. Has a stolen base, so 1 for 2 standing in here in the top of the 6th with 1 out. Champ Haley waiting on deck. Pitch on the way, fastball right down Broadway, strike 1. Good fastball by Mason Kaiser. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Runners at second and third. Coshocton trying to add on infield in. Pitch swung on, ground ball to the hole. Second baseman can't get it. It's going to be a base hit. 1 run's going to get home. And throw comes into the infield. So Loomis with a base hit. His second hit gets an RBI. And Coshocton now on in front, 8-6. So Tidwell scores. Kaufman moved to third on the base hit. And now it'll bring up Champ Haley. Haley 2 for 3 and a strikeout victim. Also has an RBI. First and third. Kaiser checks and ball check swing. Hit foul down the third base line. One out. 8-6 to score. Coshocton with a 2-run lead in the top of the 6th inning. Throw over, diving back in is Loomis. Runners at the corners. 1 strike pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count on the Coshocton center fielder, left-handed hitter. Checks, throw over, the ball gets away. Now they're going to hold him. And threw over, tried to pick him off. Ball got by the first baseman, but they held the runner at third. Good lead at first once again. Mason Kaiser checks and delivers. Pitch is high and outside. They fake a throw down, but getting into second base with the stolen base is going to be Loomis. So Coshocton now with runners at second and third with 1 out. And Champ Haley standing in. Now they bring... And Haley, good cutter and not able to come up with it. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runners at second and third here in the top of the 6th inning. Infield in for Ridgewood. Pitch, fastball, strike 3, swung through it. So big strikeout right there for Mason Kaiser. 2 outs in the inning, and that's going to bring up Callan Shaw. Shaw 1 for 2, has a base hit and also been a strikeout victim twice. Has an RBI to his credit. So the pitcher for Coshocton pitcher standing in. with 2 outs in the inning. First strikeout for Kaiser. Pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Dylan Wood waiting on deck. Checks and delivers. That's high and outside. 1-1 strike. 1-1 the count. Checks and delivers. Swung on, hit deep to left center field. As long runs Cabot, he's got a beat on it and makes the catch in left center field. Now to retire the side. Shaw gave it a ride, but Jackson Cabot ran it down. So we go to the bottom half of the 6th. Score remains 8-6. Coshocton in front. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Are you ready to take the next step towards a rewarding career in law enforcement? Look no further than Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Law Enforcement Training Academy. Our program is designed to prepare you for the challenges of the force, providing comprehensive training aligned with the state-mandated curriculum. Upon successful completion, you'll be a certified peace officer ready to serve your community as a deputy, marshal, or police officer. Classes start in August, but pre-physical fitness testing is underway now. Reserve your spot today by calling 330-339-2288.
At Bradford Financial Group, they strive to create a personalized financial roadmap that may guide you towards your desired destination. Bradford Financial Group seeks to simplify the complex financial terms and investment options, offering honest advice and help you navigate the complexities of investing and financial strategies. From retirement planning, investment, estate planning, to insurance needs, Bradford Financial Group is there for you to provide wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Bradford Financial Group is proud to help sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Give them a call today at 622-3347 or stop by 636 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
Wayne Ductwell is proud of all students in their academic pursuits. Whether through sports, the arts, or in the classroom, it's important for students to be challenged and to achieve success as they gain real-life experiences. Students who learn the value of goal setting and working with others will be more prepared for their next chapter in life. McWayne Ductwell is pleased to be part of this community and is proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
In our community, buying local isn't a choice, it's a way of life. At Jeff Drennan Dealerships, we're proud to be your local choice for all your automotive needs. For over 2 decades, we have been a proud supporter of everything Coshocton. From sales to service, our commitment to our neighborhood shines through in everything we do. Support your community. Buy local at Jeff Drennan Dealerships, because here, you're not just a customer, you're family.
Heading to the bottom half of inning number 6, it'll be Jackson Cabot, Wyatt Marlatt, and Brody Harding for Ridgewood here in the bottom of the 6th inning. For Coshocton, Dylan Wood will come on to do the pitching in relief for Coshocton. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball the count, bottom of 6th inning here. 8-6, Coshocton with the lead, scored 6 runs in the 5th and added another in the 6th. Pitch is in the dirt. That's 2-0. Dylan Wood on relief is generally a Coshocton starter. Pitch. That's going to be a call. Strike on the corner. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom half of inning number 6. Pitch, ground ball hit towards short. Loomis has it. He'll have to go quickly. Cabot's got good speed. They're not going to be able to get it. He's going to leg it out for a base hit. Kind of a little bit of a double hitch down there at shortstop by Loomis, and with Cabot's speed, just able to leg it out for a hit, his 2nd hit of the ball game. That'll bring up Wyatt Marlatt. Pitch on the way, swung on, chopped foul down the first base line. Marlatt 1 for 2 officially, was hit by a pitch, scored a run. He stands in. 1 strike the count. He's the leadoff hitter for the Generals. We're in the bottom half of inning number 6. 8-6, Coshocton with a 2-run lead. Throw to first, Cabot back safely. Wood and Shaw just basically changed positions. Wood started at first base. Now Callan Shaw is at first for Coshocton. The pitch, good curveball in the dirt, though. He's going to try to move up, throw down. Not in time, and he'll get a stolen base. So Ridgewood now with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wood checks the runners. Pitch on the way. That's going to be outside. I believe the count 2-0. Checks and delivers. That's going to be hit into left. That'll be a solid base hit. They'll have to throw comes in, and he'll have to hold up. So back-to-back hits for Ridgewood in the bottom of the 6th as Marlatt gets his second hit, lines it to left. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Brody Harding. Harding is 0 for 2 officially. Well, he's 0 for 1 officially. He was sacrificed back in inning number 1, drew a walk, scored a run, and grounded to 3rd. So now Ridgewood, their turn at the plate. They're trying to add on here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch, fastball, rifled into right. That's a base hit. That's going to get a run down. Tidwell cuts it off, and Marlatt is going to try to get the second. Nobody covering second base, and he'll get in on the overthrow. So Harding with a base hit gets an RBI, and it's now 8-7, and 3 straight hits for Ridgewood here. And they'll have a consultation at the pitcher's mound. We'll break away and be back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
As we get older, planning ahead becomes more important than ever. At Bratton Law, LLC in Coshocton, attorneys Kelly Bratton and Corey Laney help you protect what you've worked hard for. From wills and trusts to Medicaid planning, guardianships, and real estate, their team takes the time to listen and guide you every step of the way. Call 740-202-9557 or visit BrattonLawCoshocton.com. Bratton Law, trusted legal care right here at home.
All right, runners at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. It's Jace McQueen, 2 for 3 today. Pitch on the way, curveball high, ball 1. McQueen, as mentioned, 2 for 3. He's driven in 4, has a home run to double, and grounded to 3rd. Pitch, just off the plate inside, 2-0. Have to be careful with him. But Caleb Schultz, who had a triple his last time at the plate, he's on deck. So Ridgewood at the heart of the order, standing in here. Pitch is just a little up out of the zone, 3-0. Just could be a case of just Coshocton just pitching around Jace McQueen. That time low ball 4, and he draws a 4-pitch walk. So bases are now loaded, and it'll be up to Caleb Schultz. 1 run in, 8-7 the score. Coshocton with a 1-run lead. And Schultz standing in, had a triple and scored a run back in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. That hit him, and boy, now it's tied and a hit by pitch. So scoring will be Marlatt. We're tied at 8, and bases are still loaded with nobody out. And here comes Logan Reidenball, 0 for 3 today. He'll take a slow trip down and talk to Coach Laney. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for Famous Warehouse Cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Meeting with Coach Laney is over. Bases loaded, nobody outs, 2 runs in. We're tied at 8 in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's been a back and forth game all day long. Pitch on the way, that's a strike. So Dylan Wood trying to pitch out of a huge jam here in the bottom of the inning. 8-8 to score, but bases full of generals. Pitch, swung on, line to left. Herman's coming hard, and he's got to play it on the bounce. 1 run will score. Maybe they'll hold him up. And it'll be a base hit, and the rally continues. And now Ridgewood has a one-run lead at 9-8. And still nobody out. Base is still loaded. And Grayson Schultz, the hitter. Left-handed hitter waiting. Pitch foul straight back. Strike one. One strike the count. Base is loaded. 9-8 the scores. Ridgewood has taken a one run lead. I'll get it out. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Coshocton in at the corners, but in the middle of the diamond, double play depth. Now Coach Laney wants a quick word with his left-handed hitting second baseman. (9-8) the score. Still talking about conversation still going on. 2 strikes to the count. Now we're ready to go. Dylan Wood on the bump. 0-2 count on Grayson Schultz. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. A little cutter on the outside part of the plate. First out of the inning. And that'll bring up Mason Kaiser. Kaiser's been on base all 3 times today. He's singled, doubled, reached on a fielder's choice. So he stands in. 2 for 3 officially. Wood delivers. That's going to be a strike on the inside part of the plate. 1 strike the count. 9-8, Ridgewood with a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 6th. That catch misses just outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded for Ridgewood here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dylan Wood delivers. That's going to be high and tight. Fakes the throw down. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back over our heads. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch swung on, ripped down the left field line. Fair ball up against the fence. That's going to get a couple home. Those going to see if they send a third one, and they hold him up as a big Mason Kaiser double down the left field line. Plates 2 more. And now Ridgewood has opened up a 3-run lead. They've scored 5 in the inning. And they now lead 11-8. And Coach Loomis heads to the pitching mound. We'll break away and be back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Hi, I'm John Ainello. Proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Ainello Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Ainello Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Great care is closer than you think at Coshocton Regional Medical Center.
I find it really rewarding to work here because I know that the care I provide will directly impact this community.
It gives me a great sense of pride to be able to give back that health care that I got while I was a patient here.
When the people come in, we know them by name, and that means so much to a patient when we can connect with them, and I know that they know they're loved.
Care for our community starts at Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
Your home for all things local sports is right here at ClaxonSports.com. Catch breaking sports news and exclusive articles, game results, and more. Also check out ClaxonSports.com for stunning photo galleries and in-depth coach and player interviews. Want to watch it live? We've got you covered with links to live streaming games from WTNS and media outlets across the East District. All in one place, ClaxonSports.com. From the first whistle to the final score, ClaxonSports.com. Your all-access pass to local sports.
For 5 generations, Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products have been your trusted source for high-quality materials. They specialize in concrete block, landscaping products, clay, natural stone, precast products, and masonry accessories, perfect for your upcoming projects. Whether you're a contractor, homeowner, or material supplier, they're here to help bring your projects to life. Family owned and operated, they're proud to serve you with exceptional service and products. Call them at 740-623-8600. Baird Concrete and Landscaping Products, building better projects one block at a time.
The bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Ridgewood has put 5 on the board. Jaden Smolder is the hitter. He's 0 for 2 officially. Now running out is Clayton Watson to talk to the pitcher, make sure everybody's got this on the same page with the signals and signs. Now looks like we're ready to go. 2nd and 3rd for Ridgewood. They've already had 5 in the inning. Been the kind of game it's been. 11-8 the score. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball to count on Smolder. Jackson Cabot, who started all this back in leading off in the bottom of the 6th, waiting on deck. Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up in the infield. It's going to be tough. Dropping the ball was Wood, and that's going to get a run home. Throw, not in time, and scores. So there'll be an error on the first baseman. The ball dropped. And scoring, I believe, was Reidenball. And that now another run across. Second Coshocton error. Now runners still at first and second base. And here comes Jackson Cabot. Cabot standing in. Now 12-8 the score. Herman, the pitcher. The pitch swung on, hit fly ball to center field. Making the catch is Haley. The throw comes in, and that's out number 2. So Cabot, a fly ball to right, or to center, with 2 down, and that'll bring the top of the order. Wyatt Marlatt, who's had a pair of hits in 3 official trips, 2 for 3, standing in. 2 down now. 6 runs in for Ridgewood in the inning. They lead now 12-8. Slow curveball called strike. 1 strike the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch on the way. Ball's hit to center field again. Champ Haley draws a bead on it. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. But damage was done. Ridgewood put 6 on the board. They have 5 hits. There was an error. And 2 runners left, and we'll go to the top of the 7th inning with Ridgewood in front 12-8. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
This April at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Coshocton. The deals are stacked higher than a lifted Ram. Every 2026 Ram truck now comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's confidence you can drive. Bring us your trade and we'll give you an extra $1,000 off your next new vehicle. And when you finance with the dealership, boom, take another $1,000 off your purchase. It's great deals all month long you don't want to miss. Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Otsego Avenue.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professional.
Last shot for the Redskins. They'll have Dylan Wood, Cooper George, Clayton Watson due up in the inning. Big inning for Ridgewood, putting 6 on the board. They now lead it 12-8. As finishing up their warm-up pitches be Mason Kaiser. There's the throw down, and we're ready to get started here in the 6th inning, top of the 7th inning. Dylan Wood will be the leadoff hitter. He's hit a fly ball to left, been a strikeout victim, reached on an error. So Wood standing at the plate, trying to get things started here at the top of the 7th for Coshocton. Kaiser's first pitch is fouled straight back, strike one. One strike the count. Ball's hitting to right on the nose. On the runs goes the Bryden ball. He's not going to get it. It's one hopping all the way to the fence. Wood hits first on his way to second. He'll cruise into second with a double. So the onslaught continues for both teams as Dylan Wood doubles to the gap in right center. So Coshocton with their first runner aboard. Hit number 10 in the ball game for Coshocton. That brings up Cooper George. George 0 for 3 officially, reached on a fielder's choice back in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way, a little high, ball one. 1 ball the count. Pitch. They're going to call that a strike. Around the letters, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Pitch. That's a strike. Right on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 and 2 the count. Nobody out. Runner at second for Coshocton in the top of the 7th. Pitch swung on, hit in the air to center field. That's Cabot's there, makes the catch. That's out number 1. Hit it well, but right at Jack Cabot. So 1 out in the inning, and that'll bring up the catcher, Clayton Watson. He's 0 for 3. Hit the ball hard his first trip to the plate. Grounded back to the mound, was a strikeout victim. So Watson, the catcher, standing in. Ball a little outside, ball 1. 1 ball the count. Colton Tidwell waiting on deck. Pitch, swung on, foul, out of play. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the inning. Pitch, swung on, another one fouled out of play down the right side. Now 1 and 2 as Kaiser gets ahead. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch on the way, sliced again, this time out of play down the right side. So 3 straight foul balls. Watson hanging in there. One and 2 the count. Kaiser checks the runner and deliver. That's way outside. Good block by the catcher. Count even at 2 and 2. And Smolder may have caught that one on the leg. So he's a little slow to react there. Trying to walk it off. Temperature 55 degrees, but I'll tell you what, you get hit with that baseball, it'll sting a little bit. Count is 2 and 2. on Clayton Watson. Pitch on the way, swung on, another foul down the right side as Watson stays alive. 2-2 the count. Kaiser checks the runner. The pitch on the way. That's outside. Count full at 3-2. Good at bat for Watson. He's worked the count full. 3-2. Fouled off 4 or 5 pitches in this at bat. Full count pitch. Runner at second. Pitch outside, ball 4. So he works a walk. Tidwell trying to steal, and he does get in. So Tidwell moved to third. The walk puts Watson at first. So runners at the corners now with 1 out. And that'll bring up Colton Tidwell. And coming in to pinch run for Coshocton will be Will Prince. So he'll be running at first base as Tidwell steps in. Runner, third baseman, in on the cut of the grass for Tidwell. 1 for 3 officially. Has also reached on an error. Ball 1. Grounded his first trip to the plate was a strikeout victim, then singled and scored a run, then reached on an error and scored another run. So he scored a pair of runs today. Prince leading at first. Pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tip held by the catcher. Tidwell trying to keep things going here for Coshocton as they try to battle back from a 4-run deficit here in the inning. Pitch swung on, chopper over the pitcher's head. I'll get a run home. McQueen throw to first in time to get Tidwell. But he gets an RBI as Dylan Wood comes home to score. But now there's 2 outs. And it's up to Jace Kaufman. Kaufman today, 2 for 3 for the Redskins. Has scored a run, driven in a run. So 2 for 3 for this freshman second baseman. 12-9 the score. Pitch outside, ball 1. Runner at second base, Will Prince. He's pinch running for Clayton Watson. 12-9 the score here. Pitch swung on, fouled straight back. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one on Kaufman. Pitch outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. J.J. Herman waiting on deck. Checks and delivers. Ball bouncing ball. Slowly hit towards second. Coming over. He's going to have to make a quick throw to first in time. And that retires the side. And that's the ball game. In the inning, Coshocton got a run. They had 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left. Final score here this afternoon. It's Ridgewood, a winner over Coshocton by a score of 12-9. We'll be back and tell you about it. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professionals from Prudential, like Dan Duran and Ryan Froman. Dan and Ryan will assess your needs and help you build a strategy towards a financial future. To get started, call Dan and Ryan today at 740-622-6482. That's 740-622-6482.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Enterprise, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC, and an affiliate of LPL Financial. Financial professionals are licensed insurance agents of Prudential. These financial professionals are permitted to brand under Prudential. LPLE and LPL Financial are not affiliated with Prudential.
Ever feel like your checking account expects you to jump through hoops? or do a few tricks just to avoid monthly fees? Or worse, tie yourself in knots trying to meet complicated requirements? At Baltic State Bank, we keep things simple. Our checking accounts are straightforward, easy to understand, and completely free of gimmicks. Life is complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. Stop by any of our offices or open an account online at BalticStateBank.com. Member FDIC.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month, plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Christy from Huebner's Auto Care. Does your vehicle need brakes, shocks, struts, AC work, an oil change, tire rotation, or other mechanical work? If you want honest quality work at reasonable rates, come to Huebner's Auto Care. You can trust our experienced ASC certified technicians to always be upfront with you about what repairs you need or you don't need, and to do those repairs right. For reasonable rates and quality work, it's Huebner's Auto Care, 512 Chestnut Street in Coshocton beside the post office. Call us at 740-622-4587.
Are you ready to take the next step towards a rewarding career in law enforcement? Look no further than Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Law Enforcement Training Academy. Our program is designed to prepare you for the challenges of the force, providing comprehensive training aligned with the state-mandated curriculum. Upon successful completion, you'll be a certified peace officer ready to serve your community as a deputy, marshal, or police officer. Classes start in August, but pre-physical fitness testing is underway now. Reserve your spot today by calling 330-339-2288.
Well, Ridgewood improves to 6-3 as they defeat Coshocton here this afternoon by a score of 12-9. It was a wild one here. Ridgewood started off early. They had a first inning two-run homer from Jace McQueen, took a 2-0 lead. They added three more in the second, and Jace McQueen once again was the highlight as he doubled in a pair of runs. So Ridgewood had a 4-0 lead. Coshocton answered back, got a run in the top of the third, and it stood 5-1 until we moved to the fifth inning. Then Coshocton put 6 on the board and had 4 hits in the inning, and of course there was a couple Ridgewood errors as well, and the Redskins took a 7-5 lead. Ridgewood got one back in the bottom half of the inning, making it 7-6. Coshocton added a run to make it 8-6, but then Ridgewood put 6 on the board in the bottom of the sixth inning to push their lead to 12-8. Coshocton did get a run in the ninth, or in the bottom or the top of the seventh, and the final score here this afternoon is Ridgewood a winner by a score of 12-9. Taking a look at the line score, it's Ridgewood 12 runs, 12 hits. They committed 2 errors and they left 7 runners on base. For Coshocton, they had 9 runs on 10 hits. They committed 3 errors and they led 5 on base. The winning pitcher today was Mason Kaiser in relief. The losing pitcher in relief is Dylan Wood. And once again, the hitting highlight really for Ridgewood would be they had Wyatt Marlatt had a couple hits. Also getting involved, Jace McQueen, as mentioned, had 2 hits, also scored 2 runs. Also getting involved, Jack Cabot continued his hot inning. He had 2 hits as well for the Ridgewood Generals. For Coshocton, they were led. Jace Kaufman had a pair of hits for the Redskins. Also getting involved with a big double was Dylan Wood that knocked in a run, and also getting Callan Shaw at a big 2-run hit as well for the Redskins. So once again, the final score here, the last order of business for us is going to be the Warehouse Stekenstein player of the game, and that's going to be Jace McQueen with that 2 hits, 4 RBIs, one being a home run. So he'll be the recipient of a gift certificate good for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger or a legendary onion rings, courtesy of Warehouse Stekenstein in Roscoe Village. Got a bunch of people to thank today. The Claxon Communication Gang is here today. Also, Ellen Hardesty back at WTNS. And once again, I've got to thank Ellen Hardesty. And once again, the final score here this afternoon is Coshocton losing to Ridgewood by a score of 12-9. This is Steve Corries. Have a nice afternoon, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for this WTNS Sports broadcast. Audio CDs are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.